SCP-042-CS.
Object Class Euclid.
Special Containment Procedures. SCP-042-CS is to be contained in a Level 3 humanoid containment cell with at least 2 guards armed with a knife and a machete, who are to guard the cell to ensure that no one enters or exits. The room is to be regularly replenished with carbon dioxide, which SCP-042-CS breathes. SCP-042-CS is to wear a silencing mask over its mouth, preventing any verbal communication, and during interviews, at least 3 guards are to be prepared to immediately silence the subject if SCP-042-CS attempts to utter an incantation in a yet unknown language. This language is currently being researched, but apart from a slight resemblance to Old Norse, no matches have been found. SCP-042-CS must be fed a minimum of 2 kilograms of beef each day, or it will enter an aggressive state. While in an aggressive state, SCP-042-CS becomes difficult to contain and its horns grow. SCP-042-CS has been observed to experience severe pain as its horns grow, further increasing its aggression towards Foundation personnel. However, it has been observed to become reasonably calm once a ration of food is delivered, although personnel should never assume that SCP-042-CS is friendly to humans. It will attempt to escape from containment if given the chance. In the event of a possible escape, a team of agents must be deployed to prevent SCP-042-CS from moving further, and especially from vocalizing any of its incantations, at all costs. Description: SCP-042-CS is a humanoid creature approximately 2.12 meters tall with a long beard of unknown tissue and 4 horns, 2 small horns on its forehead, and 2 large horns on top of its head that extend from its skull and can grow up to 1.5 meters in length. These horns are made of solid bone, but it is not yet certain where they disappear when they retract back into the skull. In a resting state, the upper horns are approximately 40 centimeters long. The small horns on SCP-042-CS's forehead are black in color and emit a dark viscous substance that is highly toxic and is absorbed into the victim's body upon contact with the skin. However, SCP-042-CS's main offensive weapon appears to be the upper horns, which it uses to ram into its victims in a manner similar to a battering ram. SCP-042-CS is capable of reaching speeds of up to 80 km per hour for a short period of time and slamming into its victim with full force, resulting in instant death in 94.7% of cases. However, when at rest, SCP-042-CS moves slower than the average human. After the speed that SCP-042-CS develops during an attack, it is very tired and must rest for approximately 1 minute before attempting to attack again. Agents are therefore advised to dodge and dodge rather than attempt to shoot when attacked, as SCP-042-CS's skin is bulletproof, although daggers and slashing weapons appear to be more effective. SCP-042-CS heals from its injuries at an extremely fast rate, but has admitted that it is not immortal and can be killed. After being captured, it has stated several times that being captured by this species is an affront to its honor and that it deserves to die. SCP-042-CS has stated that the only way to kill it is to stab it in the heart, which is located behind the protective armor on its back. After several scans, it was confirmed that a heart-like organ is indeed located on the back of its body. If SCP-042-CS is allowed to speak, it is possible that it will begin to chant a strange set of words from a yet unknown language, and then emit a powerful deep sound that can terminate subjects within a radius of 12 meters. No material has been able to prevent the spread of this sound, which can disrupt the structure of human tissue through vibrations, and any person within this radius will literally melt. This scream has no effect on any other materials, so it is certain that SCP-042-CS is targeting this attack and frequency directly at human beings. Testing SCP-042-CS tissue. Several experiments have been conducted on various samples from SCP-042-CS's body. Although we have learned some new information and the subject's physiology, we are still unable to identify any of the materials SCP-042-CS is composed of. Plus tissue tests. Experiment 042-CS-01 Beard. When the beard was removed, SCP-042-CS expressed severe pain and the tissue began to bleed. This beard-like tissue was found to contain nerve endings and capillaries that conduct a purple-colored fluid through it, functioning as SCP-042-CS's blood. The internal structure of the beard and hair was found to resemble the respiratory system of some bacteria, taking in carbon dioxide instead of oxygen and exhaling pure oxygen through the nose. Experiment 042-CS02 Frontal Corners. A sample of the venom has been taken from the front horns of SCP-042-CS. After experiments on subject E05-42-3, it was found that it can terminate an average man in approximately 1.2 seconds, while any cardiac activity stops and the subject dies. In a test on an elephant, the termination time was 5.7 seconds, so it is certain that this is an extremely dangerous venom. Covering the front horns is being considered, but we have not yet found a way to stop the venom, as it is still leaking and would therefore have to be collected in a reservoir in some way. On SCP-042-CS's body, this venom drains to the base of its eyes, where it is absorbed back into its body, which is why SCP-042-CS has visible black spots in the lower area of its eyes. Experiment 042-CS03 Upper Corners. The material of SCP-042-CS's horns is unknown, but it has been determined that the subject's entire skeleton, which is human-like in structure, is made of the same material, except for the protrusions on its head and the solid part on its back that protects the subject's heart, is made of the same material. The subject was asked to provide a sample of the horn, to which it agreed, stating that, "He's a prisoner, so let's treat him like a prisoner." A portion of SCP-042-CS's horn was severed, but the subject did not react in any way. Unlike whiskers, the horns contain no nerve endings, and the subject felt no pain when they were removed. 2 hours after removal, the horn was whole again, and the portion had completely healed. Experiment 042-CS04 Skin. The subject's skin is stronger than that of a human, but this does not restrict the subject's movement in any way. It has been found that the skin is reactive with water, which begins to split into hydrogen and oxygen upon contact. It is not yet known why water reacts this way, and other substances do not. Neither ice nor steam had the same reaction. SCP-042-CS's skin can survive temperatures of -80 to 120 degrees Celsius and is resistant to strong impacts and even bullets, although sharp knives have proven very effective. Interview with SCP-042-CS. 2 days after its capture, it was decided to remove SCP-042-CS's silencer mask and attempt to interview it. SCP-042-CS appeared calm, and Dr. Arns entered the room with 4 agents who removed SCP-042-CS's mask. Interview 042-CS-OL Detention. Interviewer: Dr. Arns. Interviewed: SCP-042-CS.
Hello. So, the rules are simple. As long as you don't try to say that bullshit that wiped out half our team, we'll let you speak if you have something to say.
I'm surprised that a species like you can speak at least one normal language that you stole from us.
What do you mean?
I know what you're thinking. You feel like you're the most evolved species. That you can give us funny names and try to put us down to make yourself feel like you're better than us.
And who exactly are you, should I know your race?
SCP-042-CS's horns have lengthened by approximately 12 centimeters.
You really should. We were the original fathers of this Earth, and then a new species just falls from the sky in a stone, swallows up part of the Earth, and builds this.
Wait, from heaven, you mean you saw the birth of humanity?
Birth and your gradual demise. You have abandoned nature and started to abuse it. You think your technology makes you something better. You were a weak species, but we decided to help you, and that was the biggest mistake we ever made. I have read your books. You believe that you evolved from apes, that there were dinosaurs before you, that you fed on mammoths, that you killed with mere sticks. Stupidity. It was different. Before, everything had its place. We were the first creatures and nature came after us. We were created to ensure the growth and survival of nature, and we thrived. Everything started from a few different substances, and from that, new creatures and the world around us emerged. I feel like you know your table of elements. Everything emerged from them except you. You were an accident.
Wait, an accident? You mean you created nature, but not us?
I'm not saying we created nature. It was there before us. We just shaped it, but you were different. You were a mistake. You fell as a new thing, a new substance that had no place on this beautiful earth, but we gave you a chance. We took your element and mixed it with the others, and you were born. Repulsive creatures who gradually began to think they were something more.
Did you create the other SCPs, you know, the other creatures that are locked up here with you?
No, we only gave the initial impulse. We started the development of things, which we watched with love, like our own child, growing and developing. The trees were small and weak, and fought to grow on their own, gradually developing and adapting to nature. So did the other animals. But you got a head start, thanks to us, and you got the feeling that you were better than everyone else. Your intelligence developed faster, and so you thought you could just use nature.
Then why didn't you stop us?
Oh, you humans are so impulsive. You feel like you can just wave your hand and solve every problem, but that's not how nature works. We just watch your gradual demise, and wait to see how long it takes for you to self-destruct. Then we just push nature forward to keep growing.
Are you trying to tell me that you simply created us? That you created all of nature, or even the entire world?
Don't believe me? That's okay. Like I said, we've made you out of the elements, and we can put them back together.
SCP-042-CS's horns rapidly extended, and the subject quickly rose from its chair, chanting words in an unknown foreign language. Agents quickly responded, and SCP-042-CS was silenced and taken to a containment room.